Hello, I'm Robin Matthey. Welcome to Transgender Research. Um, I am going to be talking today about the newly released Cass review, in which Hilary Cass, who chaired the study, came to the conclusion that we do not have sufficient evidence to support the use of gender-affirming medical interventions with children and adolescents, basically wanting to put the brakes on that avenue of care. I take issue with the report for a couple of reasons, and in order to do that, I'm going to share my screen and show you the documents directly so that we can talk. Okay, so this is the final report, the CATS review. I'm going to scroll down. You can get a copy or download the final report up here. I'm going to scroll down beyond context into the overview of key findings. And in my experience, unfortunately, a lot of pundits and journalists and others do not look far beyond the overview of key findings, which increases the likelihood that these conclusions will be misstated and disseminated widely, which gives people really the wrong impression. However, based on what it's saying here, the Cass review states, while a considerable amount of research has been published in this field, systematic evidence reviews demonstrated the poor quality of the published studies, meaning there is not a reliable evidence base upon which to make clinical decisions or for children and their families to make informed choices. Well, if I were reading that, I'd be pretty concerned. Systematic reviews that they actually used in their conclusions. And let's look at whether or not their statement really makes sense. Okay, so this is the systematic review. And you can see it's by Taylor et al. This is one of two systematic reviews that Taylor et al. Published recently in a BMJ journal. And you can see that they did a decent job of looking at databases, and you can see that they had a fair number of studies, 53, which is actually pretty good. Now, note that Cass said the overview said that the number of low quality studies was very high. And actually here you can see that that is really not true. They had 19, but they made it seem like the low quality studies really predominated. They did not. And so then you can also see the conclusion is from this systematic review that there is a lack of high quality research, but here you can also see that they collapsed medium quality and high quality studies. And so their statement over here that there is moderate quality evidence from mainly pre-post studies that hormone treatment may in the short term improve psychological health. Well, they collapsed the medium and high quality, so I don't know that they can really say that. But based on the evidence from mainly pre-post studies with 12-month follow-up, there were improvements in psychological outcomes. And so that is actually pretty strong evidence that there are beneficial effects of cross-sex hormones or gender-affirming hormone treatment. And that's really a concern. So the conclusion is there's a lack of high quality research assessing the use of hormones in adolescents experiencing gender dysphoria incongruence. And moderate quality evidence suggests mental health may be improved during treatment, but robust study is still required And I would say in pretty much any area of medicine, we could say that robust study is still required. That's really kind of a non sequitur. But uh, really, if we look at the data themselves rather than what they're saying about the data, which is, I argue, misleading, the number of low quality studies is relatively low. They have 33 that are moderate quality. And in systematic reviews, guess what? That is actually pretty good. So um, there are a lot of problems with this study. And again, my concern is that a lot of pundits and people who do not look at the original research are going to really disseminate incorrect impressions. It seems to me that Cass really had a political agenda. Um, I do not, she's a pediatrician, but she doesn't really have expertise in treating transgender people. And the team that she put together also does not seem to have the kind of expertise that you see with the people who put together the World Professional Association for Transgender Health Code of Ethics. And so uh, I'm going to stop here and kind of ask you or suggest if you're, especially if you're new to transgender research, it is always a good idea to look at the studies to which a report refers. Uh, I review a lot of journals for peer-reviewed publication, and I am amazed at how many times when I check the reference, the article to which the authors are referring, there is a pretty big discrepancy between what they report and what the study says. Just kind of a clue for doing excellent research. All right, so that is it for today. As always, leave a comment. You don't have to agree with me. I love disagreement and conversation, but keep it civil. And I will see you again soon. Bye.